Welcome to Module 6. This is where we're exploring methods for critically evaluating AI-generated content. As AI becomes more integrated into our academic and professional lives, the ability to assess its output for accuracy, quality, and reliability is becoming a very essential skill. Large language models empower us to draft, translate, and create at lightning speed, but fast production without validation is a recipe for disaster. In a recent survey run by the academic journalism site The Conversation, 66% of knowledge workers admitted to having used AI output without fact-checking. These mistakes can range from benign typos to legal-grade defamation. Don't develop the same bad habit. Verification is now a baseline digital literacy skill, and it's just not optional. Large language models, as we've talked about before, do not retrieve facts. They predict what a plausible next token might be. And even when you're using an AI tool that uses web searches, you have to be very careful to check the results. Whenever training data contains noise or simply is stopped short of some recent event, the model may smooth that gap with an elegant fiction or hallucination. This is the key takeaway. Plausibility does not equal truth. Treat every answer as a draft until proven otherwise. Now, when evaluating AI-generated content, consider these key dimensions. Think about factual accuracy. Does the information align with established knowledge? Then there's logical consistency. Is the reasoning sound and free from contradictions? Look at source traceability. Can claims be verified through credible sources? There's also a consideration of currency, and not in terms of money, but how current the information is. Is the information up to date given the model's knowledge cutoff? And then there's completeness. Is the response comprehensive, or are there important omissions? To verify AI-generated content effectively, it's important to cross-reference information with multiple reliable sources. Check for citations or ask the AI platform if it has web search to provide its sources. And when it does, be sure to check them. Look for specific details that can be independently verified. Using a model with web search can help you answer some of these questions by finding credible sources, but don't assume that that web search means the chatbot's output is already verified. It can still hallucinate, and can still even hallucinate what it says as a web output. They're getting better, but they're not perfect. Instead, use the web search function to find the articles and review them yourself to verify what they say and what the chat said that they say. Be particularly cautious with statistics, dates, quotes, and technical information. It's really important to use specialized tools and databases for domain-specific verification. Break down complex responses into smaller, verifiable claims. This will make them easier to verify. Now, beyond factual accuracy, you should also evaluate AI content based on the following. First, look at relevance. Does it address the core question or need of what it is that you're looking into? Then look at coherence. Does the response flow logically and maintain focus? It's also important to consider depth. Is the analysis substantial or superficial? Bias. Does the content show signs of inherent bias or one-sided perspective? And clarity. Is the information presented in an understandable way? These are all criteria that should be considered when you're evaluating any output coming out, and it's very similar to what you would learn about evaluating sources before AI. It's just always important to critically evaluate whatever content that you're working with. Critically evaluating AI outputs isn't just about spotting mistakes. It's about developing a thoughtful approach to working with AI tools that acknowledges their strengths and limitations. And by applying these verification frameworks and techniques, you're going to be better equipped to use AI effectively and responsibly in your academic and professional work. Now, throughout the rest of the module, I have some readings, as well as another video that's something that was produced by Anthropic's experts on AI fluency that helps you look at some other ways of evaluating AI output. All of them provide different frameworks and different criteria that you might be able to evaluate. I think it's important to consider all of them and always stay ahead of what's going on with AI, stay up to date with it. And in the fall course and later courses, we'll talk a little bit more about some of those developments with technologies and how that might change how you can verify or what you can rely on or not.